Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here, right now it's just get cute season. So for this video, I was getting cute for my friend's wedding. I decided to, of course, go in with my hair, my makeup, my outfit. So I had a petal bun in mind, and this was my first time doing any type of bun like this. Usually I'm just with a little messy bun. So I do my trick for a high ponytail, which is doing a ponytail in the middle of my head with the majority of my hair first, and then gathering those couple front rows and adding some flaxseed gel and like twisting it so that your hair just looks nice, looks neat, it looks flatter, helps everything lay flat down. And this will be the base of our
since I disappeared. If you live, feeling like Jericho, feeling like no, we lost this shit. Gotta hold my own, my cross to bear alone. Night. Ooh, way to deal, way to kill the ooh. No, you like that shit, ooh, baby. It be on my empty mind, shit. I can get some lose in the best of me. Still worry that I wasted the best of me on your baby. You don't care. Now I'm gonna be a nuisance. It's his birthday. Tryna make some little change. Got me a war in my mind. I let go away and he was holding me to the right, but it will be up in front of me. All the while, I wave my arms, I'm feeling a smile. Still wanna try, still believe in good days. Sunny inside, good days in my mind. Better get right, tryna free my mind before the end of the world. I don't miss no ex, I don't miss no text. They choose not to respond. I don't regret, just pretend it should never happen. Half of us laying waste to our youth is in the present. Half of us chasing fountains of youth and it's in the present.
Il plaidera avec Dieu.
Half of us chasing fountains of youth and it's in the present.
Il plaidera avec Dieu.
Half of us chasing fountains of youth and it's in the present now.
and I just couldn't get right. I had to like focus on the bun. But if y'all want another bun tutorial now that I've done it and see what I need to fix and work on, let me know in the comments below, because I really did like the hairstyle. It was super cute. All you're doing is taking loops of your hair and making sure that you are rubber banding them together at the base, and that's literally it. This is what it was looking like. Y'all see that one little short piece? I couldn't loop that one, and I had a headache at this point, so I was like, whatever. This is when I thought I was putting oil on my hair, but yeah, it was actually Castile soap. I'm smelling my hands like, hold up. But I went back and got the actual oil. I'm just putting the oil on my hair for some added shine, a little bit of added smell good. And then I go in with my edge booster, edge control, and start to do my edges. Everything that I use will be in the description down below. Even if I do not like directly show it in the video, it'll be down there, y'all. Do not worry.
I've been thinking this, thinking of some kids, how I'm aging,
After some finessing and a whole lot of toothbrushing, I got my edges and my bun where I want them to be. And then I went ahead and just tied up my hair so that my edges could lay down and my bun could be flat while I was doing my makeup. Speaking of the makeup, I always start with my eyebrows. I'm taking the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel and just brushing my brows up. My eyebrows are tinted right now, right there. So I really didn't have to fill them in that much. I like did my brow gel first and then went in with my pencil a little bit later twice. But with that tint, you don't even gotta do too much. They already look fit. Then I take my Too Faced concealer and start to carve out those brows. This is also going to be the base for our eyeshadow, so it kind of looks like a lot, but it ends up working out, I promise. I'm taking just like a flat eyebrow brush to really carve those brows out. I just follow the bottom line of my brow, and then I also pull up on my arch by the outside, or I raise my eyebrows just to make sure I get that arch. I don't want to look surprised, but I do want to look like I'm staring you down. After that is done, I go in with a blender brush and I just pat out the concealer. We don't want any harsh lines, so I do pat like along the hairline as well. Like I said, eyeshadow is going to go on top of this, so I'm not super worried about the bottom part yet, but I like to make sure that the part directly underneath my eyebrows is pretty well blended. Then I'm taking the Juvia's Place palette using the shade Morocco, and that's going to be my first transition shade. I feel like I don't know how to do makeup, but I just know I do like a lighter shade, then a darker brown, and like the darkest brown, and then a color on your lid. Baby, that's all you need. That is all you need. This has been another episode of Makeup with Kendat, but I'm taking Morocco and I'm just blending it into my crease, being careful not to go too far in or too far up. Then with that same brush, I am taking the shade of Madagascar and pretty much going right along where I have placed Morocco at. Now Madagascar, I feel like you can barely see her. I'm like, girl, where you at? After that, I take the shade Kenya on a different, like a dense crease brush, and I put that in my outermost corner, and I make sure to blend that down and up as well. After making sure that I went in with another smaller brush just to really get that crease defined and make that shadow look, I am going to take some concealer on that same eyebrow brush and we are going to put down a base for our primary color. So I just took like a tiny bit, and I'm not really doing a cut crease like carving the whole thing out. We're really just putting down a flat base for our green eyeshadow. I don't see the clip where I was pointing out what color this was, but like I said in the beginning, all products will be listed in the description box below, including their shade names. But I just gathered that green onto this flat shadow brush and packed it onto my eyelid. You can do this wet or dry. I only did it dry. I'm sure if you sprayed the brush and made it wet and then dipped in, it'll be more intense, but this was dramatic enough for me, okay?
Stacking bills, online shopping and robbing my chance of surviving. I'm late on rent. What was I thinking? I'm gonna go to the gym squad real.
After adding that color, I grabbed that same crease brush that we used earlier and blended everything out. Then I grabbed my Fenty eyeliner and just start to create my wing line. Now, creating wing line for me is a process. Like, some people can do a little 1-2 step, swoop de whoop. I gotta take my time a little bit. So I like to draw my tail first and then bring it back down and essentially just make like a layout of where my wing will be at when I get it right.
Facing through people on TV screens, you've been everywhere. And I wish I did.
I did my lashes off camera. Now we're onto the face. I'm using my NARS foundation. Y'all, this foundation, no, but for real, this foundation is so bomb for pictures, formal events, all that. I use this in like graduation pictures, these pictures. It's just gonna make you look the bomb. So I am patting that in and kind of buffing it out with a flat buffing brush. And look at the shade match. Like, is that her skin? Is it? Is it her skin? But I'm trying not to go so much under my under eye with this foundation. And like y'all saw, I did not put a lot. I'm really spending my time buffing that out. I go down the neck always. I even get my ears behind the neck. We don't want to look like we're wearing a mask, okay? We do not want to make it look like we're wearing a mask. We need it to all be blended out. So making sure that we get our ears, our hairline, all of that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been eating whipped cream, having vivid dreams. Facing through people on TV screen, you've been everywhere. And I wish I didn't care. Oh, you've been there.
Then I take the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Now, this concealer, she gets the job done, okay? You really don't need too much because y'all will see I did not put that much and I still feel like I was blending until Kingdom Come. So I always like to scrape the little spoolie wand on the end of the concealer, on the inside of the concealer to take some off because you'll be blending forever, okay? Then I take my NARS concealer in caramel, and this is like another highlight, but it's a one that's like not super duper highlight like how the Too Faced one is. And so I use that for the parts that I don't want to look too cakey, like my forehead, my nose, my chin. And then I also use that to cut my contour. For my contour, I am using the Fenty concealer. Now, I want to tell y'all the shade of this. Y'all see I didn't even show it. I'm on the fence about whether I like this or not. Like, it be looking a little red sometimes. So maybe I just need a different shade. We'll see. So after I was done blending out my concealer, I put some more concealer on the bottom to just cut that thing. We being dramatic, okay? We have events to go to, places to be, people to see. We want them to think that we are snatched. I want them to think that I'm sucking my cheeks in the whole night and I'm playing. I don't like it to be that dramatic. This is kind of dramatic. But I go ahead and blend that out with my same foundation brush just so everything looks seamless and there's no harsh lines. Then I finally go in and start to blend out my concealer. Notice how I save this essentially till the last second so that it has time to set in on my face some. And I really take my time blending this out. This is literally on 3.5 speed, so that's how y'all know I'm really sitting there like a pat, 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 a pat, pat, pat. And like I said, with that Too Faced concealer, you really want to make sure it's blended out. It will give you a flawless base, but you do not want to be looking ghastly, ghoulish, cakey, none of the adjectives. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that we take our time to blend this out correctly and slowly. And you'll see right here, I'm using both brushes for my contour and my foundation. That's kind of like blender or buffer brushes. This is just to make everything seamless and to make it all look like it flows together, because we don't want it to look like I got a bunch of different layers on my face. We want it to look cohesive. So that's something that I recently have been doing, or started to do more and more, is to use those other brushes to make sure that everything is looking flawless and everything comes together. Now, I don't contour my nose all the time, but when I do, I don't even use this brush. This was the wrong brush, y'all. I don't know where my nose contour brush is at. I don't know. This was kind of dark, but ended up going with my makeup overall. We with the drama. We was with the drama this day. But I would suggest using less of the concealer, or maybe even doing like your nose concealer first and then doing your eyeshadow and then doing the rest of your face, just so it can be blended more seamlessly. I don't feel like mine was looking extra cray, but it depends on how snatched you want to be. After blending out my face, y'all see how it's still going. We was going in. I sprayed some of my Charlotte Tilbury setting mist all over my face, and then I go in and lightly underline and do some little hairs on my eyebrows once again, because at this point we wanted to pop out. I put some eyeshadow on my waterline. We making our eyes pop, okay? Then I use the Fenty Beauty setting powder in the shade Honey, I believe. Like I said, everything will be in the description below. But I use that to set my under eye. I lightly pat it on and then I dust it all off. We're not really baking. It's 2021. We ain't baking, okay? If you gonna bake, make it like an easy bake oven bake. Don't be sitting there for super long. Then I use a Sephora Micro Smooth Powder, and this is like the finishing powder that I use all over my face to really get rid of those harsh lines and to blend everything in. So if I'm feeling like my under eye looks a little too light or something looks a little too dark, I use this as kind of like an eraser or Then I take the Black Radiance contour palette in the shades medium to dark, and I put the darkest color that they have in my cheekbones, and that's what we are setting our contour with today. I kind of want to switch this. I'm like, what y'all used to set y'all contour with? It's not bad, but I feel like it could be better. You know what I'm saying? Then I use this Makeup Revolution blush palette. This has been my jam lately. I broke it. I'm sad. But I'm using those 2 shades. And I like to do this at my temples, across my nose, and at the high points of my cheeks instead of just on the apples of my cheeks. After seeing how cute I look, I go ahead and do the finishing touches on my makeup, which is pretty much putting on mascara to make sure that my eyelashes are as blended as they can be. I put it on my top and my bottom lashes, and then I also spray more of that Charlotte Tilbury setting spray all over my face. Then I take a moment to admire myself because we cute and that's what we do. After that, I got dressed and I unwrapped my hair. Hey, look at that bun. That bun is flat, okay? That bun is flat. For my fragrance of the day, I was wearing Be Layered First Kiss. It's a nice little fruity, nice little take me on a date type beat. It was perfect for the occasion though, and I was like, let me throw this on with this. Then I headed over to the mirror to just check out the full fit, and I was like, Blado, what's up? I think everything came together super well with the makeup, the dress, and the hair. This is what my face is looking like. Thanks so much everyone for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.